To get fit and stay healthy, we need to consistently work out and eat healthily. There's nothing new there. The thing is, we want to be at peace and create lasting change. So I think the question that you need to answer for yourself is this: how do I keep it up when I don't feel like it? This is one of my greatest possessions. It's not the most important possession to me. I'll get onto that in a second. But this is my old violin, and I had it when I was, I think, 13 years old. My parents bought me this violin. The dust on it's incredible because it just hasn't been used forever. You know, my teacher, Mrs. Miller, wouldn't be happy with me because I haven't played it for about 25 years. I'll explain the relevance of why I'm picking this thing out. I saw it the other day on top of my cupboard while I was cleaning stuff out. So this is it. Don't expect me to play anything serious because it would sound like a cat being strangled. But I do have a grade 8 in the violin, which is one step below becoming a teacher. I was never going to be a teacher, but I do have grade 8. So why do I have a violin in my hand? But before we talk about that, look how beautiful this instrument is. It's just a work of art. I mean, look at the patterns on the back of it. And what's this got to do with personal training? Well, I've been playing the violin for about as long as I've been doing health and fitness, I suppose. It's at least 30 years because I think I got my first violin. This is not my first violin. I got my first one when I was about 6 years old. I remember my teacher, his name was Mr. Young, and he was about 80 years old. Couldn't see the irony back then. But anyway, I was privileged enough to have violin lessons until I was 18 years old, and I got grade 8. But now, as I look at it, I'm embarrassed because I know I can't really play anything, you know. It's about useful as a glass hammer at the moment, but it reminds me of clients that come to me and they say, Anthony, I used to be in shape 5 years, 10 years, 15 years ago. Help! You know, and I used to give them the same old, what I call push-ups and veggie answer, okay? Typically, when somebody wants to get fit and healthy, they're told they have to eat a certain way and they have to do certain workouts. Of course, you have to do your push-ups and your veggies. No argument there. But the problem is, how many of us are able to really keep it up, okay? Now, one day, I think I will pick this thing back up again, and I hope I'll be able to play a tune for you. Actually, let me try now. I don't even know if I can. I'll try a G major scale. Oh, as you can hear, it's a little bit rusty, but I don't care. I'm not here to teach you how to become a violinist. What I want to tell you is this: when people want to get fit and stay healthy and they haven't been in this condition for years, as is the condition with me playing the violin, what you need to realize is this: most people are failing in that quest to become fit and healthy because they're focusing on the wrong things. So if you want to avoid this internal tug of war that millions and millions of people have, where one side of them is pulling them towards being kind of naughty, bad, however you want to put it, to eat pizza, beer, and chocolate, or whatever it is, whatever vices we have, and the other side of us wants to be good, what we need to do is align ourselves from within. Let me give you an example. This leads to actually, I think, my greatest possession, and that's really what I want to concentrate on here. If we want to have something, for example, if we want to have some money, for example, we have to do something. So maybe you get a job, or you are a drug dealer, or you're a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. It doesn't matter. You still have to do something. All right. Now, if you're going to do something, let's take the example of the doctor. What you need to do is to be a doctor first. You have to think like a doctor. You have to go through years of training. You have to study. You have to take your exams. You have to go through all kinds of stuff. You don't just wake up and you're a doctor and you're just treating patients. And the same applies to becoming fit and healthy. Thankfully, you don't have to do it over years and years and years before you get a result. Okay, I like to kind of take about 2 weeks before you really see something. But what people are doing is saying, I want to have a healthy, fit body. Therefore, I know I need to do my push-ups and veggies. I need to do certain workouts and eat healthily. That's not new. The thing is, they're concentrating on what they need to do while their mind is still stuck in the pizza, beer and chocolate. So your greatest, or my greatest, can't speak for you, but my greatest possession is attitude. If you can be shown how to get past that obstacle of mind that is saying one thing but you're actually behaving another way, you'll be able to align yourself, and that will make it far easier to do the push-ups and veggies and therefore get your results. That's it. Most of the attention in the media is focusing on what you need to do, what's the latest fad in diets or the latest trendy workout. You can get fit and healthy a load of ways. Now, one of the greatest, or the 3 greatest obstacles that people face is the following: a lack of structure, a lack of motivation, and a lack of time. Maybe one of those 3, or maybe all of those 3 apply to you in your quest for health and fitness. Now, I'm going to give you a simple technique now, and that has to do with motivation. People are not being properly motivated because they can see the result, they can see what they would like to do. You know, you see these programs on TV that show people that have lost a whole lot of weight in a short space of time, and they're completely new people. You can see the body that you maybe had a few years ago. You know what you used to look like, all right? You know what you need to do, or maybe not. I can show you later, and I will with videos. But for now, what I want to do is give you something, a quick technique you can use today, preferably when you don't feel like working out. It's a technique I use on myself and on my clients, because often people come to me, let's say in the evening. I have a training client in the evening, and they give me the puppy in the rain look, and they say, Anthony, I can't do it today. I've had a really hard day at work, or the kids are driving me nuts. All right, I understand now, being a family man, how kids can drive you crazy. But the point is, when they come to me with that attitude, yes, they're tired, they've had a horrible day, they're exhausted, and sometimes you really do need a rest. But more often than not, when you apply this technique, you can get over the hump and you can get a great workout done. It may not be the best workout you've ever done, but it will be a really good workout that will keep your consistency and therefore get you your results quicker. So I want to go back to the classroom, so to speak, and give you this technique, and I want you to use it today. Okay, use it today, it's yours. Standalone technique, use it. Step 1, vent and turn up. Enjoy it. See you on the other side. A word on emotion. Very famous quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Just think about that. Think how important that quote is. Why is that so important? Because your why, your compelling reasons are going to pave your way. You're going to somehow need to generate some enthusiasm for doing those push-ups and eating those veggies. Doesn't sound like an exciting prospect, does it? But it is definitely possible. How do we do this? Well, I want you to bear in mind that what you need to do is just look at the same thing differently. You're going to need to change your perspective on health and fitness, okay? You're going to find a way to get motivated when you don't feel 100%. Here's an example. Okay, how to work out when you just don't feel like it. In 3 steps. I use this on myself and I use it on my personal training clients all the time. I've done it for years and it works really, really well. Number 1, step 1, vent and turn up. That means, when I say turn up, I mean just put your jogging pants on and turn up in your front room, in your living room where you're going to do your workout, or in the hotel room where you are and you're working out. I don't care, you just let it out. I'm overworked, I'm underpaid, I had a horrible day, the kids has drove me crazy, I'm under too much stress, my boss hates me, I hate my boss. Just turn up and let it all out, okay? That's the very first thing to do. Don't bottle it up. Step 2, Ease yourself into the workout. Now, what do I mean by that? I just mean getting the ball rolling. Do something easy. Do a champion exercise. By that I mean do something an exercise that you quite like to do, okay? Or if you hate all exercises, do something that you don't hate quite as much as another exercise, okay? Just start something. You just look at yourself working out. If somebody was to look at you doing your workout, doing your first exercise, they will just see somebody working out, and that is exactly what you're doing. If you were to look at yourself from outside, you would see somebody working out, and that's all I ask you to do. The third thing is relax. It's okay. You don't have to be 100% all the time. It's impossible to be 100% all of the time. Okay, nobody is a machine like that. I suggest you decide on your effort level. You say to yourself, well, maybe I can't be perfect today. I can't give you 100%, but I can give you 60%. Now, let's quantify that more. Let's say you would normally do 10 repetitions of an exercise in a 30-second space of time. Maybe you say, today I'm just gonna do 6, and that's okay. If you follow these 3 steps, you will be light years ahead of 90% of people, because they don't even show up. They don't even vent and turn up. All they do is vent. And they just live a life fuming where they're just frustrated and not getting their results. So if you do this, what will your results be? Look at this list. You will feel better. You will have more energy. You will increase your self-esteem. This is wonderful stuff. You will become mentally stronger, and you will have increased your momentum. Momentum is crucial, because if you have momentum, you will start to see results. If you start to see results, you're encouraged to continue. Then you can pat yourself on the back all day long. This 3-step formula works like a treat. Try it the next time that you feel a little lousy and you don't think you can get a workout done. It's really simple. Here are those 3 steps again. Number 1, vent and turn up. Number 2, ease yourself into the workout. And the third one is to realize that it's okay not to be 100%. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Step 1, vent and turn up. Number 2, ease yourself into the workout. And number 3, it's okay that you're not 100% all the time. 60% is fine. Do it all the time. And the thing is, after a few minutes, if you really are wasted and you cannot do it, just rest. It's not a problem. So, with that in mind, we've got those 3 huge obstacles that a lot of us face. We've got a lack of time, a lack of motivation, and a lack of structure. That's what people have told me are huge obstacles. Lack of structure refers to, say, a lack of structure of how to work out effectively, how often to work out, what exercises to do, how intensively to make them, how do we progress. It can be very complicated, but I'll make it pretty straightforward for you. What I'll do in the next video though is show you how you don't have to spend all day in the kitchen in order to make quick, tasty, healthy meals. You need to be there for that, because eating healthily is crucial. I don't know one trainer in the world that would say that you can be fit and healthy without fueling your body with healthy meals. So join me for that one. Take care. Make today the best of your past and the worst of your future.